Welcome back to another video, y'all. Today we going racing. It's about 6:40, 6:50 in the morning, 37 degrees. It's pretty chilly. I was gonna try and have a buddy come with me. I was gonna have John come with and carry an extra set of tires, but that's not happening. So we're rolling on the race tires. Our track is about an hour away. I got everything loaded up. I don't know if you can see in there, but bunch of stuff. She's running smooth this morning. Yeah, we got everything we need. We got a cooler, tools, a couple extra parts, fluids, jack and jack stands. We got chargers, got lunch. So we'll let her warm up a bit here. Yeah, 6:50. So maybe 5-10 minutes we'll leave. We got about a 50-minute drive down to Rosemount. Sam will be there too. He's got his car loaded up, ready to go. This will be a good time. Exactly a year ago today, I blew this car up. So hopefully we don't do that again. Yeah. The only thing I'm really worried about is just temp stand down and fuel, because my fuel gauge don't work. But I just filled this yesterday. And I got 5 extra gallons of fuel in back. So next clip, we'll be at the track. No weeping. That is very good.
Hi guys. Wait, hold on.
What? What is that, day lens?
It's mine. It's fucking mine. We're a man.
Do we know what groups are going when yet? Oh, they'll probably do a driver meeting and
We'll do a driver
yeah. Hi, Jake. Getting the jack out's gonna be fun. I'll set that there. Ooh. Oh yeah. So this is the first run. I'm gonna kind of jump through it a little bit, cut here and there. You see Sam pull out in front of me. I followed him for a bit, and then he was getting on it right away. I was taking it easy. I kind of took it easy the whole day, just considering that it was a fresh engine, and you know you can never be too careful. But I am gonna jump through this a little bit. This first run, after about 10 minutes, there was caution because someone blew something up on the track and there's oil everywhere. So that white Civic Hash that just passed me, and I let him pass because, again, like I said, I wasn't going hard. So there's 2 passing zones, and if someone was on me, I would just let them pass, stick their arm out the window. That's how they know to, you know they're coming up, and you're okay with them letting them pass. And I would get off the accelerator a little bit. I'd stay in gear, and then after they would pass, I'd get back on it. But when he passed me, and actually a little bit before this, I was smelling something weird. Like, I couldn't tell if it was oil burning or like, it was just a weird smell. I couldn't tell if it was my tires. It was really weird. And I was like, huh, I hope it's not my car. And then he passed me, and then it got stronger. And I'm like, ooh, I think that's that guy. And then a couple laps later, I found out what was going on. Not completely. I still don't even know what happened. But he blew something, and there was oil all over the track. Probably going to be under a caution. That might have been what I was smelling. Good oil pressure, 180 degree oil temp, and we're staying cool and coolant.
I didn't even get fucking hot oil.
Is that oil or was it?
No, that's oil. So when you come out, that's straight.
So the hairpin and then the little S curve. Yeah, so like when I would hit this back straight, I would kind of do a good weeble wobble, hopefully get some of it off. So first run went good. About halfway through, guy, I don't know what happened, but dumped a bunch of oil on the track. You guys might have seen it in that little, I don't know if you guys can see out the windshield. It's kind of hard to see with the thing. I might put the camera somewhere else if I can, but yeah. Car feels good. No issues so far. Sam, all right, can we show everybody your car?
It's over there.
Well, you gotta talk about it. Come on, dude.
So, it's a car.
It is a car.
It does car things.
Most of the time.
I can put groceries in it. So, there's that. Still retains its original use. It's a Honda Civic.
Oh, I forgot you got that steering wheel. That does look tight in this.
It feels pretty good.
Does it?
Yeah, it feels pretty good.
I might have to sit in there and give it a...
Once you're cruising around, like, you know, there's nothing close to your knees. That's the best part.
Look at that. It's a beauty. Sam has a lot of R&D into this car. Oh, you did decide to put that back on.
I did put the splitter back on, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, it does do a little flexy.
That's because I didn't put all the mounts back in because I hate how it is mounted.
That's fine. Sammy's airbox is a little bit cooler than mine, but nonetheless.
I don't even have a filter. If you stick the camera in here, you'll see it's just mesh
open
over the...
Well, as long as you got the mesh.
Well, it'll keep larger debris out, but certain smaller pebbles will just...
Pebbles.
The engine will get a small treat.
It's like a reward.
Yeah, it's fine. I do have a new motor I can put in, so it's not like a huge ordeal.
Yeah, but you don't want that to happen to the track, though.
No, because then that's an expensive tow home, man.
Something like this?
Of course, we could build something like this, but do we have the money?
No. Well, we could get like a rusted out shell.
This is patina.
No, I'm saying like frame-wise and shit.
Yes.
Oh. Woo-hoo-hoo.
There you go. A Vipper.
Woda. There's Jake's car right there. Where is Jake? Is he making out with his girlfriend? Absolutely fantastic. I don't think I've ever seen a header like that on a D-Series for NA.
It shouldn't be there.
This is great, dude. I remember seeing this last time, but obviously I didn't know as much then, and I didn't look as hard because I was focused on my own shit.
It's the most overbuilt V16.
Dude, it's beautiful.
Non-VTEC I think there is in the US.
Dude, this is beautiful though. Man, the Denso coil on plug. Oh, so cool. So cool. Yeah. Run 2. I definitely added more clips of Sam's POV, mainly because he had better clips and a better view of the actual track. But nonetheless, all great racing clips.
And that concludes the track day. She survived. She's running really good. Definitely on track in corners. This is a very bumpy course. Lots of uneven like patches and fill-ins. So definitely got to mess with the front suspension a bit. Because on corners, accelerating, even just some corners in general, it's almost like it's hopping. It's doing a lot of wiggling in the front. The rear end actually feels really good. Yeah, successful. Car's running good. I'm feeling good. Now we're gonna go to a car show and have some brews.
All right, so I did not get any film of the car show. Car feels fantastic. It did great. Didn't have any issues. The water pump is not weeping anymore, so I think that was just a break-in thing. Temp stayed down on the track. Actually, the hottest it got was on the way to the car show because we were kind of sitting in traffic and it got warmer out. It got up to like 60 to 65 yesterday, but the sun was beaming down. And as you guys know, and I always complain about it, but this engine bay is really small and it's hard to, it heat soaks. So there's that. But other than that, it felt really good. I didn't go too crazy. You guys will probably be able to see in the clips. But yeah, also I haven't looked through those clips yet. I literally just came out here. I moved a couple things around, and then I actually got an oil filter for this because I'm gonna change the oil. We're gonna get that break-in fluid out, and we're gonna throw some fresh 10W30 Castrol in with a new filter. And then on top of that, I'm gonna jack it up. Well, actually, I'll take the splitter off first. We'll jack it up, get it on 4 jack stands. We'll take all corners off, and we'll do mostly just a visual inspection, but we'll shake a couple things around, see how everything's going. So while the camera was charging, I changed the oil, new filter. That's all good, and we are level on the jack stand, so the level should be good there. I added a titch extra just to be safe. And then I was doing my checks on the front end especially. And tie rod end links, they move a bit once you get them to kind of crack. Yeah, they move a little bit, which is, I mean, fine. But could definitely use new ones of those. I did check this bolt that holds the damper onto the knuckle. That is pretty tight. I checked the other side as well. It's pretty tight. And like I said, I was getting a good amount of hop and like bounciness in the front. I actually had a loose subframe bolt right here. This was just chilling, and there was a gap in between the unibody and the subframe. So I was like, well, that's probably the main culprit of my hopping and bounciness, because this was just moving and flexing around. So yeah, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go through the subframe once more, make sure all the subframe bolts are tight, other than that one torsion bar adjusting bolt. And then we'll throw the wheels back on, we'll drop it, and probably just maybe tinker around in the engine bay. I might mess with that engine over there, but yeah, not sure yet. Thing on my list is to notch that splitter, like what I was saying earlier. But that's you guys get how that's gonna go. Just 3 cuts, and I got just a notch for my jack to get in under the splitter and jack it up from the front. So that's pretty much gonna be it. I mean, like I said, overall the car handled fantastic. 0 engine issues. The only tool I had to pull out was a torque wrench and a socket. So that's awesome. I'm proud of myself for building the engine, and it's running good, and yeah. And again, Sam didn't have any issues. None of the other homies that were there had any issues. And we had a good time afterwards at the Cool Car Show. But yeah, other than that,
I appreciate everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed some of the racing clips and just some of the messing around clips that I got, showing some of the other homies' race cars and whatnot. But yeah, other than that, I appreciate it for watching. Stay tuned for more, y'all.